Hello and welcome back to the Plug Golf Podcast. This is Season 3.
Yep, this could be the start of Season 3.
The start of something new.
It feels so right.
to be here with you.
Whoa.
That might be our first ever High School Musical reference.
I can't think of another one.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But there's a bit of golf in the second one, but I don't think we've spoken about it.
No, I don't think we have. Sorry, I thought you meant there's a bit of golf in our second episode, and I was like, well, yeah, a bit.
Plenty of golf in our Tiger Woods episode.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no, good stuff. But no, this is, I don't know what number. We're nearing our 40th. I think this might be 39.
Shall I have a look quick?
Yeah, I think I numbered them all.
Poor podcasting that we're not ready.
No, we've had enough time to prepare for this one.
This is 39.
Yeah. I thought as much. I removed the word episode from all the start of all the episode titles.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a given.
Yeah, it's fine,
And just numbered them. But here we are, episode 39, season 3, episode 1. And I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Season 2 was tricky.
Sporadic, to say the least.
Season 1, we knew where we were within COVID.
Yeah.
We knew where we were, and we were recording. Everyone was, or all the guests, we knew where they were going to be and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Season 2.
We tried to venture.
Season 2 started really well.
Yeah, it did.
And then we had technical issues.
COVID issues.
In and out of lockdown, sort of, and then being really free. Everyone's out playing golf or out drinking or doing other things.
Yeah, just not free to sit down and chat.
Including us.
Exactly.
We've been on different ventures, different things in life. Obviously, not living pretty much on the same road didn't make it
help.
easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll be back to our best.
Yeah, with the long nights and cold weather drawing back in.
Yeah,
it's
that's it.
It makes it easier to chat about golf and
I think so, and even watch golf. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm less likely to be out doing bits and pieces in the winter, so golf is more likely to be on the telly.
Mhm.
And that started from this weekend, this weekend just gone, which we'll touch on later on. Quite a bit, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it quickly now. I genuinely think the Ryder Cup is my favourite event.
Yeah. We've spoken about it before, probably quite a few times, so I would have said this sentence. But when it sort of turns into a team sport, it's just a different vibe.
It has more of a feel of like what you're ready for, or what you're used to.
Yeah.
It has more of a feel of what you're used to with. Yeah, I love the majors. Don't get me wrong, I like the majors.
The problem is with the major from a spectator point of view is you do find yourself just sat there being like, that's really good golf. But you're not really backing anyone in particular.
Yeah, unless you got money on it.
You've probably got money on about 6-7 people.
Yeah, and only about £25 across them anyway. It's not much.
I mean? But when you're backing the team, money, you're literally backing the team.
And it is literally those two teams playing. So it's like not even. It's like any match it cuts to, it's like, well, I want him to win out of that match. Whereas like if it cuts to like any like 4-ball, 3-ball in like the Masters, it's like I'd like, oh, he's doing well and he's not. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Whereas like it's like, oh, I really want Shane Lowry to make this putt.
Yeah, that's where
I really want that to happen.
That's where the difference is. But yeah, we'll get to
we'll talk about that a bit more in a bit
shortly. I haven't seen you very much recently, George, because I've been out and about and not at work.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen each other
since Thursday
whatever it was before last week.
Thursday the 16th.
It's quite a while, yeah. That's
for our standards.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Yeah, good.
Good.
You know, chilling, killing, working.
Killing?
No killing. But yeah, I've been working hard.
I heard you killed it at the golf course.
Well,
by
my standards, yeah. I got quite a few points. I got 38 points, I believe. My handicap's gone down again after the terrible disaster of it going up to 32. Yeah, we're now back down to 27. I think it's closer to my realistic playing ability at the moment. I think over the winter, 27's a good place for me to be. Come the summer again, I'm going to really try and work it and get it down to 18, 19 again. I think my realistic target of being able to play at is about 20. I think 20 is about my level, I think.
Did you find playing Celtic Manor helped your progression as a golfer?
Yes. Yeah, no, it genuinely did. The how tough some of the holes were and how tough some of the tee shots was big for me. I'm really liking my driver at the minute. I can really hit my driver nicely, which is such a big difference in my game. It's just being able to confidently step up to a tee with the driver and not being like, I'll take a 4 iron here, or I'll hit 5 iron, or 4 or 3 hybrid, or I'll take 3 wood, or being able to step up and be like, I'm going to hit driver and it's going to be good.
And it's those drop shots off the tee that if you eradicate by hitting a nice drive, then your scores come down by the round. So
100%.
That's nice. I haven't really played golf. I played once since the Celtic Manor trip, and to hear more about that, visit our last episode. I didn't actually put it out there anywhere, so
yeah.
I've
only played a couple of times, to be fair. It was only the second time over the weekend just gone that I played since Celtic Manor, but I shot a great score, so I was happy with that.
I played and it was roasting. I didn't enjoy it in the heat. I like an overcast day, maybe a little bit of sunshine, but not too hot when playing golf.
Warm enough to wear a t-shirt and short, or polo shirt and shorts, but not so you're sweating.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. I'm not great with heat as it is.
Yeah.
But anything like
I think I'd even go one further. I think wearing a polo shirt and maybe a gilet is good for me. I like that sort of weather, where it's like there's a bit of a chill in the air, but it's good. Like it's not cold.
And we like playing early in the morning if possible.
I played at 7:06 on Saturday morning. First tee out.
What time did you get back in after the 18th?
I finished at 11 o'clock.
Nice. Did you have breakfast or something?
I had breakfast.
Breakfast and a beer?
Breakfast, didn't have a beer. Just didn't fancy one.
Fair enough.
So I had an orange juice and lemonade and a cup of coffee.
Nice.
It was good though.
Yeah, it does sound good.
It was nice. And then home by midday. 18 holes, home by midday.
Nice.
Can't complain about that.
I'd been on a stag do venture for
Yeah.
a few of the days off with a couple of our
Previous
former
guests.
Yeah, neither of which were the groom, but Max Hollowbone and Jack Lovick did accompany me, the groom and the groom's brother, to Butlins, Bognor Regis.
Butlins.
And we had a good drink. Wedding to come this weekend. So
Yeah, lovely stuff.
But yeah, so not much. I haven't managed to fit any golf in recently. But I said to you earlier, I hope to get back out there one weekend soon, especially after watching the Ryder Cup as well.
Yeah, it gets you back into it, doesn't it? When you watch it, it definitely 100%. Makes you want to play again.
First time I've watched golf in a while as well.
Yeah.
Months, I'd say, that I've actually sat down and properly watched.
Yeah. Might even be a couple of months for me since I've properly. I think the Open might be the last event I properly sort of sat down and watched a lot of. Alfred Dunhill Links this weekend. I like that event.
Nice.
Across 3 different golf courses in Scotland. Playing with celebrities. It's always good fun, that. I like that. Justin Timberlake plays, Jamie Redknapp. That should be good. I like that.
I tell you what, I watched a little bit of Pro-Am the other.
Oh, Wentworth. Yeah, I watched a bit of that, to be fair. Not the Pro-Am, I watched a bit of the actual event.
Yeah, I saw clips of it, but again, didn't sit down and watch anything.
Yeah, I saw stuff more on social media about the Pro-Am, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be good if we can play in that one day.
As which ones?
Don't care.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're less likely to be the pros.
I think it might be AMS.
Yeah, and even then, I think it's highly unlikely. But
Well,
you never know.
who knows?
You never know.
Got to have dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, dreams are right.
Daydream believer.
Do you ever have golf dreams?
I don't remember my dreams, to be honest.
No.
I either really vividly remember a dream or I just don't remember it at all.
I have a lot of football dreams, but I can't think of a time where I've woken up and been like, oh, that was a golf dream.
I last night fell asleep with my earphones in, listening to a football podcast, combing my own beard, and woke up with the beard comb stuck in my beard, and a voice in my head of a podcaster.
Oh, yeah.
And was so disorientated, and I thought I was dreaming, but it turns out I was awake.
Because I often go to bed with my headphones in. There's been so many times. Like, I used to do it as a kid. I wake up and the radio's playing in my ears or whatever, but like just the news.
Yeah.
There'd never be any good news.
No,
but
no.
It's like podcast, but it's a podcast that I wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
And I'm like in the last 5 minutes or something. I'm like, oh,
I don't
can't remember where I was.
Yeah, I can't remember where I fell asleep here.
Yeah,
But then, like, you sort of listen to it and you're like, I've sort of heard this, but was I subconsciously listening to it?
That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
I've done it with the off-menu podcast. Edgar Wright's episode, fallen asleep, listening to it about 3 times.
Yeah.
And I've woken up at the same point twice, hearing about a burger he's eaten or something.
Right, okay.
But then
So you heard
last
about that
night,
burger?
exactly the same again. I didn't even get to poppadoms or bread.
Oh my gosh,
and,
yeah.
I was asleep. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
Yeah, give it another go.
Yeah. After watching Spectre with No Time to Die coming out this week, I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
I'm a Bond fan.
I'm looking forward to that, to be fair. Me and Charlotte will get down to the cinema and watch it for the first time. Get down to the cinema for the first time since coronavirus.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Shall we move on to some Ryder Cup business?
Yeah, go on then. Let's actually crack on with the proper golf chat.
What did you make of the weekend of golf from a European's point of view, a European fan point of view?
I don't think the Europeans played that badly, personally. I think the US team was just head and shoulders above. I think that was the problem. I think the Europeans put out a good show, to be fair. I think they played good golf, but the US team played really, really good golf. Like, great golf. It was almost like every shot that I was sort of watching thinking, oh, that's such a good shot from the Europeans. It would be like an American would step up and put it inside that person. And it was like, oh.
Yeah, I see what you're
just
saying.
like one-upping everything.
I see what you're saying. There was a lot. I was seeing a consistent run of Europeans off the tee finding the rough.
Yeah.
Thick rough.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. And then when the Americans found that same rough, they had iron players and whatever that were
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
I tell you what, that golf course, unreal. It looks so nice.
Yeah.
Right on Lake Michigan.
It looked nice to watch. I don't think I'd want to play it.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, not, yes, if I was like on my own.
Yeah.
But, Christ, that would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. It looks so nice.
Again, I can't remember. Is it the 16th? I may be making that up. But where everything to the right is just like either
cliff.
heavy rough, cliff. Just no, you don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And any time like that, or certainly last year where I was hitting a really bad slice, it's like don't want to touch that at all.
Yeah, not going out with a barge pole.
This hole is great for playing with a fade, and it's like, no, I don't want to go anywhere near there.
No, not for me, thanks.
But,
it was good stuff. It was a good tournament. It was a good event. I enjoyed watching it. Even though we did lose, I really enjoyed watching it. The camaraderie is something that I can definitely get behind.
Yeah, I think Saturday Saturday morning was worse, obviously, but Saturday afternoon, still had the hope that we're going to claw at least a point back. We didn't, and it made Sunday a bit. I was
tough.
waiting for it, waiting to watch it, watched a bit of it, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm just waiting for confirmation that we're losing.
I sort of watched on Sunday. I watched sort of all the tees, the first holes, and then I turned it off for a bit, spent some time with Charlotte, whatever we did, whatever, and then I put it back on in the sort of late afternoon, evening time, and sort of watched the sort of stretch from about 11 to 18 for most of the players.
Yeah.
So that was good.
I mean, let's look at the Friday foursomes, the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a look at the pairings. It was Rahman Garcia went out against Thomas and Spieth.
Yeah.
Done a sterling job.
Yeah, they were such a good pairing.
And makes sense. Rahman Garcia, both
Spanish,
and unreal golfers.
Yeah,
especially Garcia,
Garcia, the leading point scorer at Ryder Cups ever, with the world number one.
Yeah, so happy with that. Against Thomas and Spieth, I mean, a bit. Spieth can, but you don't know what Jordan Spieth is turning up.
Yeah,
Justin Thomas is a great player. Full stop. For that, Paul Casey was paired with Victor Hovland. I wasn't sure about that pairing looking at it.
Yeah, it's.
I remember last year we were saying, Casey's steady player, anyone you put with.
Yeah.
Which I get. I think, looking at these, I would have. So let's go to the last group out. Was McIlroy and Poulter for us?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have paired them together.
No, neither would I personally.
I think I would have paired. Personally, I think I would have paired one of them with Hovland, thinking Hovland would maybe temper the other player.
Yeah.
But the other player's got
got the fighting spirit and everything. Yeah. I think Poulter and Hovland would have been a good pairing.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Because Poulter's sort of been around the block a bit, knows a Ryder Cup, knows how to play in a Ryder Cup.
Maybe even a Poulter Lowry sort of combination. Is he, hindsight's
of course, yeah.
But I looked at that before and was like, Hovland's a brilliant player, but they're up against Dustin Johnson and Colin Morikawa, which is the best pairing of.
Well, Johnson won all 5 points that he played in, and Morikawa won all but halved one. He halved on the last day against Hovland.
Yes, and didn't
feature in one of
the afternoon four balls on the Friday.
So he out of a total of 4 points, getting 3.5 points is fairly good. And he's just an unreal golfer. Yeah. So and they lost 3 and 2. Maybe would have liked to see him put up a bit more of a fight. Yeah.
Come down to the last hole hole, but is what it is. Westwood Fitzpatrick, the other one. Again, looking at him playing against Koepka and Berger, maybe that. Obviously, not to know, but maybe that was looking at all the pairings.
Yeah.
The US that went out in that first session, you'd look at that and maybe the weakest.
Yeah.
And they did put up a good fight, to be fair. But yeah, that was that. We lost 3, or we went in 3-1 down. You're looking at it and it's like, that's okay. Got a point on the board.
Yeah.
And then the afternoon was not great.
Yeah. I think when you lose the first 3 sessions out of 5, 3-1, effectively 3-1, you're destined to fail.
Yeah.
You can't be expecting to get 3 points after 3 sessions, and go on and win it. Really.
I'll tell you what I found watching the Ryder Cup this year is I don't like DeChambeau.
Yeah, he's a bit of a dick.
I'm looking at him being like, I really don't want him to do well.
Yeah.
And
no, 100%.
I mean, he was.
It was on the Saturday afternoon when he first hole, and he's putting his putter in the hole, and say, oh, I did not get this part. It's 3.5 foot. It's a Ryder Cup. Grow up. You made it anyway. Just grow up.
He was paired with Scotty Scheffler though, and I really like Scheffler.
Yes,
And he played really well.
Scheffler had a great weekend.
Yeah,
had such a good weekend.
Yeah,
fair play to him.
I'm a big fan of Scheffler. He only featured in the four balls. Didn't feature in
the foursomes.
I don't believe.
No, I don't think he did.
But yeah, no, he's a player.
Yeah, so good.
McIlroy, Lowry went out together. Rahm, Hatton were against DeChambeau and Scheffler. That I like Rahm and Hatton.
Yeah,
I think they're two likeable fellas as well. Fleetwood, Hovland done well against.
They were good. I think that's a good pairing. I think that's a good pairing for the future as well.
Yeah,
I think they'll be a good team together. I think in Ryder Cups to come.
So yeah, Fleetwood's another one that didn't feature in the foursomes at all.
Yeah,
across the weekend, but maybe should have because he played some of our nicer golf.
I think this year was a lot about where are the weak links in the team now, and where are the bright sparks. It was more. I think this Ryder Cup was a big learning curve for Europe, being a bit like, is Poulter a bit past it now for the Ryder Cup? I think Poulter will be a great captain in a couple of years' time. I think
there's talk of Westwood being the next captain.
Yeah, Westwood being captain would be
maybe Westwood for the next one, and then Poulter for the one after would work quite
great.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think? Potentially, it was Casey's last one.
I think out of the three, Casey was the best. I think Casey put on a good show.
He struggled against. You look at the two foursomes and the one four balls he played. He come up against Dustin Johnson every time.
Yeah.
So you're going to come out second best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm just not sure if they cut out all of the. If they go through a more US style, what they've done this year,
real youth system.
We'll see how we're looking.
I mean, we've got 2 years. Who knows who's going to be in form in 2 years' time? McIlroy on Sunday looked like McIlroy of sort of 2014, and was playing unbelievable.
What do you make of the decision to leave Justin Rose at home? Do you think he would have helped? Or performed very similar to what we had. I
think what we had was good enough. Who were the three captains picked? It was Poulter, Lowry, and
Garcia.
And Garcia, yeah. So I mean, realistically, Lowry was great, and Lowry's one for the future more. Garcia, record point scorer at Ryder Cup, you can't leave him out, and he's still so good. And Poulter is Mr. Ryder Cup.
Well, I know that
he's almost certain.
They're going to look at the qualification process because they're obviously two different. The European and US qualification is different. So I think they are going to have a look at the European qualification, see if we can look to get more picks in.
Okay.
As opposed to,
so do the US team get more picks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, I didn't hear that, but that's interesting.
No, I think we discussed it a few episodes ago. We discussed the qualification process, and I think if I'm right looking at it, the US
do remember.
Get more picks.
I thought we spoke about the European one more than the US one, though, so maybe that's why I don't really remember it. But yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, but the US done unbelievably, especially when you look at it and you. Like Koepka to me isn't a team player.
Yeah.
To me, look at from outside looking in. I mean, I think he only won.
Was it 1 point or 2 points?
He won 2 points. He won singles.
Yeah.
With Weisberger, but I don't know.
I know what you mean. He's come out and said it before. He only cares about majors anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the Europeans usually tend to have more of a team spirit.
Yeah, definitely.
Behind things. So, I mean, they've done unbelievably well to win 19-9. I mean, let's have a look at Sunday. the matchups, obviously McIlroy went out first, won a point, and against Sander Schauffele as well.
Yeah, gold medalist, yeah.
Lowry, Cantlay, again, you can't look past Cantlay really.
Cantlay, Tour Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Won the Tour Championship.
To Rahm, Scheffler had such
a good weekend.
Weekend.
And to be fair, Rahm had a great weekend. 3.5 points, most from a world number one at a Ryder Cup ever. 3.5 points. But yeah, Rahm played.
Garcia, DeChambeau, I mean that's two different styles.
Yeah.
Against each other, isn't it? So
to be fair, Garcia's a big hitter, and I didn't realise how much of a big hitter Garcia actually is. And he gets it out there, and he was playing a lot of the time with Rahm and and against DeChambeau and Scotty Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler's a big hitter. DeChambeau obviously is, and Rahm is massive as well. Yeah. And he was keeping up with them all, and sometimes out driving them all.
But his like precision around the greens is what he's more renowned for, as opposed to DeChambeau's just
all out power. Yeah.
Hovland, Morikawa. Hovland's done brilliantly to halve that.
Because
Morikawa is
Open champion.
Yeah, he's one of my favourite players at the minute. Casey Johnson. Casey's done. He had a chance to halve it as well. So that again, coming up against Johnson, he's
formidable. Yeah.
Weisberger, Koepka. Didn't see much of that, to be honest.
No, they didn't really show much of it, to be perfectly honest.
Poulter,
it was tied for a lot of it.
Finau wasn't his best.
No, he wasn't.
Poulter unbeaten in singles. Madness. Do you think that is his last? That's it.
I think we'll see where we are in 3 years or 2 years.
2 years, and if Westwood, for example, it does. There is then a position left for an experienced player. So
exactly.
Yeah. Hatton, Thomas, again, you can't look past Justin Thomas.
And Hatton didn't have a great weekend. Hatton was carried a lot. When he played with Rahm, he was carried. When he played with Lowry, he was carried. Yeah. And when he came up on his own, he just couldn't hack it. He had a poor weekend, I think.
And then, so you look at the three players that won us points or won their matches in singles: McIlroy, Poulter, and Westwood. 3 experienced players. Yeah. I mean, it does pay to have the experience in there, you would say. But then looking at
was there halves as well?
There was 2
halves, so Hovland
and Fleetwood.
And Fleetwood, yeah. I think Fleetwood's gonna have a big Ryder Cup career. I don't know if he'll win. I think he might be a similar sort of character to Poulter. I'm not sure if he'll win much, like on his own, but I think he'll have a big Ryder Cup career.
He was up against Spieth and halved it. I think Spieth was probably one of their weaker players over the weekend.
He had some good shots, but yeah.
Yeah, just putting it all together. Then Fitzpatrick, I mean, he could have halved it, and that went down to the wire as well.
Yeah.
I do like Fitzpatrick.
It was all but one on Saturday.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they left too much to do on the Sunday.
They left too much to do on the Saturday. Like going into the Saturday, they had to be coming out of both Saturday.
Sure, I mean
both Saturday.
They're 4 points behind going into Saturday.
Yeah.
Europe, but if you that Saturday morning, if you can go out there and
win 3-1, win the session 3-1.
I think,
or even half the session.
That's what I mean, and stay
within
touching distance, and then really
push on Saturday afternoon. Really push on, get some points on the board, and then you can put yourself a good chance on Sunday.
If they had gone 2-2 and 2-2, let's even say they were 4 points. Still, you still think there's more belief there on the Sunday going into it, but what happened. US have an unbelievable team and are going to have for quite a few years.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be interesting to see the next captains and what sort of decisions they make, especially if the US qualification and stuff is based more on picks.
I think
then they might, there's a chance that the team's going to be slightly different. But
I wonder who the US captain will be in 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
Got a name in mind.
Yes.
Tiger.
Who was their captain at the last one? Can you remember?
Le Golf National. It was.
Especially where's Mickelson?
Mickelson was played at Le Golf National and was vice this time out. It could be Mickelson. To be fair, that'd be a good shout.
That was.
I think Tiger was captain at the last President's Cup.
Right.
So maybe it might not be Woods. Maybe maybe Mickelson.
Yeah, I think if I was to put a name out there now, I think I'd go Mickelson. He's just at that stage of his career now, isn't he? Where
he's ready for that sort of role.
Yeah.
No, it was Jim Furyk.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
2018.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Mickelson is nearing that
sort of age.
Yeah.
Playing on the seniors tour a fair bit now.
Like I say, they mentioned Westwood, and I think that'd be a good choice for the next one. A bit of a
agreed,
calmer sort of presence or whatever. So yeah, that'd be interesting. But I look forward to it. 2023.
I entered the ticket ballot. Didn't get anything.
No, yeah, that's what you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's what you can do. One day.
Was it a ticket ballot or did I? No, it wasn't a ticket ballot. I entered the ticket ballot for next year's Open.
Right.
I went on the website to buy tickets for the Ryder Cup, and I was in the queue and I was at work and my phone locked and I completely forgot about it and I think I was serving someone in the shop or on the phone or something and just forgot about it and unlocked my phone and it was like, your session's timed out, and I was literally like, shit.
That is naff.
Yeah.
Pants.
Because I'd have liked that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That would have been sick.
Yeah, of course. Was it Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that
would have been banging, wouldn't it?
But yeah, by itself.
Like, just a trip to Rome, yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be madness.
Stick on the old credit card, worry about it later.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
That's future George's problem.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that would have been banging.
Yeah, that would have been. Well, that's our swift review of the Ryder Cup 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a year late.
Yeah.
But, yeah, should we take a quick break?
Yeah,
I'll open another Smirnoff and Diet Cola.
Yeah, go on then.
George?
Yes?
Where'd you get your golf stuff? Your clothing, your balls, your shoes?
Or my apparel?
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Well, I go to Golf Base.
Golf Base?
Golf Base.
And what's that?
It's your base for everything golf.
So that's www.golfbase.co.uk?
It certainly is. Golf Base. Your base for everything golf.
Well, I suppose if anyone should want to get £5 off, they can always create an account and use a discount code.
Plugged 5.
Plugged 5. Just make sure you're spending over £30.
Welcome back!
We hope you enjoyed the first segment of this week's episode.
And the advert for Golf Base. Go and buy golf clothes or come in to the shop because that's better for us.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Come into the shop.
But yeah, we're here with a new segment for season 3.
Ooh.
Which I think will go down quite nicely. And we are going to, in this season, we're going to try, with the help of listeners and guests, to come up with the perfect golfer, the dream golfer, if you will, by choosing a player for off the tee, iron play, chipping and putting. So in this episode, we'll give our choices for these 4, and then throughout the season, we'll keep track of where we are and our guest picks. And by the end of the season, we should be able to see who is the dream golfer.
Yep.
So let's go.
Let's
go off the tee. I'll let you go first, George.
Now, I've got 2 names in my head. One of them is Jon Rahm, and the other one is Bryson DeChambeau. I think my only problem with Bryson is sometimes there's a lot of fairways missed.
Yes.
Whereas Jon Rahm is long and fairly straight most of the time. I think Jon Rahm is my pick.
Nice. I spoke to you earlier and I said the way I've done. I had the idea over the weekend. The way I've done it is by picking. I literally sat there and watched, and I picked 4 players that I saw play over the weekend. Mm-hmm. And Bryson DeChambeau was, of course, in the conversation off the tee. Exactly the same as you. I don't think he's accurate enough.
Yeah. I think he's got the show, and he can pull off the occasional one, but I think there's
If I was making the dream
it's
golfer,
too sporadic.
If I was making the dream golfer, I wouldn't want his. I'm not taking his overall play off the tee.
Yeah.
This is the one we just had a conversation off air as well. I'm having Dustin Johnson off the tee.
Long, straight. Just such a nice swing.
Especially
little fade.
In the last sort of 18 months, from what I've seen, I really like his shot shape, and I don't know. Especially from the weekend, that's where I've gone, and I don't think either of those are bad choices at all. I think they're both names that we will see
pop up a couple of times this season. Yeah, I think you're right.
Definitely. Iron play.
See, iron play. This is where I asked you about because I asked for an extra category here. So I asked for long iron / fairway woods off the tee, not off the tee. Sorry, off the deck. Which is where I wanted
change the wording from iron play to fairway play.
No, because there's someone that I want for iron play, but I wanted to get Dustin Johnson in there, so I asked for the extra category. But we're not going to have the extra category, but my iron play player is Colin Morikawa.
Snap. Yeah.
Double Colin.
We're going to see him plenty of times this season, I think. Anyone who watches golf should be able to see that he is the number one iron player. It's crazy, isn't it? For someone so young as well. But yeah,
he is going to be a great player for years to come.
100%. I mean, how many? If you were going to call it now, how many majors is he going to win?
6. He's got 2 already. So
yeah. I was going to say 6, 7, 8.
Honestly, 6 could even pass in the next 4 years.
Yeah, so 6, 7, 8 is what if you're looking at a realistic number.
Honestly, the way he's looking at the minute, he could genuinely get double figures.
You would, 1 year if he got a clean sweep, I would not.
I wouldn't even be like bloody hell. I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. He's great.
Yeah, each one you're looking at him as a contender.
I think if he improves on his putting, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He is going to be if he really digs into his putting and can start making putts from sort of 15 feet and out, and even them sort of niggly ones from 4 or 5 feet, I think he's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, no, agreed. Shall we move on to chipping?
Yeah, who have you got for your wedges?
I've got a Seve-esque player of Sergio Garcia.
Yeah, nice.
Especially again after the weekend, a couple of chip-ins as well, which were very much celebrated from my flat. I'm going Garcia. Yeah, love him round the green.
Going European as well, but I'm going for the Irishman.
Nice,
I'm going Shane Lowry.
Nice, you've got a bit of Lowry about you.
Yeah, I was honestly watching him, and I was thinking, my belly looks like that in a golf polo shirt.
Yeah, but you like your chipping as well.
Yeah, I've improved my chipping recently actually, but yeah, I like Lowry.
Yeah, nice.
Shane.
I just looked at your little clipboard there. You got DJ Rahm, Colin 2, Sergio Shane. I like it.
Yeah, I want to keep the scores for the season. These are going to be the scores on the doors for the season.
Nice, and let's round it out as the putter.
So this is the one I'm struggling with the most.
Shall I give mine?
Go on.
Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
I think Fitzpatrick is that's where he gains strokes. He's a player on the green. I do like young Matthew.
Again, I've got 2. DeChambeau.
Oh, I don't like his arm.
No, neither do I, but he's good.
Yeah.
His putting is good.
Of course.
And my second choice, who I think might have been top 5 strokes gained on the PGA Tour for putting this season, is Jordan Spieth.
Yeah. No, to be fair.
And I think I'm gonna go Spiethy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at that, 2 Europeans and 2 Americans for each of us.
Yeah. It's a good start.
I mean, you look at them, if they're lining up.
If that's a 4 ball scramble, and you've got and you've got DJ off the tee. I've got Ryan off the tee. We've both got
was
Colin
playing for both. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know? Like, I think we're having a fair old match there.
Yeah, agreed. I think again, I think most of those names will crop up again throughout the season.
Yeah.
I think at one point towards the end of the season, maybe we'll put it out. We're bound to have some ties, so we'll put it out to the listeners to decide some for us on Twitter and Instagram.
I think there's one name in there that might not be a tie come the end of the season. Yeah. And I think it might be old Colin Murray.
Already leading there.
Yeah.
No competition in iron play as it stands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this will be interesting to see what other people's point of view. I think we both have a relatively similar point of view on a lot of the players. So
I think DeChambeau might pop up a few times, and if I'm totally honest, he could pop up anywhere.
Yeah.
In that list.
Yeah.
He is a great player.
Yeah.
As much as you don't like him, he is a great player.
Again, and it's more not as a golfer. It's more just as a person. More as an opposition player over the weekend.
Enough.
But he's not one. Put it this way, he's not one that going into majors and stuff. I'm like, I hope Bryson wins this one.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I want to. When he's on the tee, I do want to see him whack it.
Yeah.
I do want to see him whack it. I want to see it pay off. Don't get me wrong. However, I'll always, I think, want someone like Rahm, Morikawa, these sort of players to.
I think Morikawa might be my favourite golfer at the moment. I really like him, and it's annoying because he's American.
Do you ever
I couldn't be nice to him this weekend, and he hit that shot on the 17th off the tee, and it nearly went in for a hole in one, and I was excited and horrified at the same time.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
He did did miss a hole in one. It did. Imagine a hole in one.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised there was no hole in ones across the whole weekend. And the only the longest hole out was for Casey, and it wasn't even that long.
I saw that. He was shocked when he that dropped in, but it actually would be.
Of course.
But
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if I made like a 20-footer on the green.
I was shocked when the putt dropped. But yeah, no, it was a great weekend. I think that's a good idea, and I'm very much going to enjoy listening to people's picks. I think for the most part, we'll hold on to the quickfire questions as well for new guests. So look forward to hearing.
Yeah, might add some, might take some away. Who knows?
I think so. I think changing it up a bit is probably necessary.
Healthy growth.
Yeah. Change is healthy. I look forward to the first guest of season 3. We don't have anyone booked in just yet, but like George said, the evenings are growing darker. People won't be playing golf till the late hours, so we should be able to get on quite a few people. I'll tell you one person. I think I've said it on the podcast before. Well, let's get Mark Shadwell on.
Yeah.
Let's try it. I'll try as hard as I can to make that happen before Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
Welcome back, everyone. And
I hope you enjoyed this one. A little bit chilled out, but that's going to be the vibe.
Yeah, that's us.
From now on, yeah.
That's us. But lovely stuff.
Nice one.
Happy September.
You know where to find us by now, and if you don't, go back and listen to the other episodes where you can find out where to find us.
Yeah, to be fair, definitely go back and listen to the Celtic Manor review, because that was a great weekend. And I'd like you to join in on that and hear our our walkthrough of that weekend.
I sold my round.
Did you?
Yeah. Just will
Are you
text
able
me.
to sell it?
I don't know. Just will text me and said, my mate is going to Celtic Manor, have you got that round? Are you going to use it? And I was like, no. And he was like, can he have it? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, he'll give you 30 quid for it. So I was like, yeah, all right. Well, I'm not going to.
Has it worked? Or was it an email you received?
Yeah, they just sent me an email. I hadn't received it, so I emailed them and said, I haven't received it. And they said, it looks like the email was sent on this date. And I was like, I can't see it in my inbox or spam. And he was like, okay, it was sent, but here you go, I've sent it again. So he sent it, and I've just got it. So I just sent it to Jossel and just said, pay me when I next see you.
That's Joseph Russell of Indie Grow.
But yeah,
Is he still with Indigo?
I think so. Indigo J. Yeah.
Yeah, Indigo J. Yeah.
But yeah, that was Ep 1, Season 3.
Episode 39.
Episode 13.
40th episode next. We obviously had the 1 year anniversary. I think we'll also get a special guest on for 50 if we can.
Yeah. A proper special guest if we can.
Yeah, I'm not sure when that'll be, because probably, if I'm going to guess, it's going to be January.
Well, what we're going to try and do every other week, or some weeks it might be. Sometimes it might be once a week. Sometimes it might be once every 2 weeks.
Sometimes it might be twice a week.
We want to get
the right people.
The thing is, we want to get the right people on this year, and
we don't want to put out any old rubbish for you.
Yeah, we want to make the content better.
Quality over quantity. So
exactly.
So yeah, we'll have some sort of Christmas special. We'll have a 50th episode celebration.
Yeah.
And hopefully every episode in between is just as good. So.
But yeah. Nice one.
See you there.
Bye.